What up, what up, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Today's the Day with Zach Anderson. Let's get into it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Today's the Day with Zach Anderson. What up, what up, what up? Welcome to Today's the Day. All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Today's the Day. Much love to everybody. Today's the day. What up, what up, what up, everybody? Welcome back to Today's the Day. And as always, you got Mr. Zach Anderson here with you guys. And I'm really excited to dive into what we're going to chat about today. I'll keep it super short and sweet for you guys. But this is something that I figured out kind of a little bit later on in my adult life, and I'll explain why. But to kind of lead into it and give you guys an idea of why I think this is so important, I want to kind of explain a situation to you that really hit me hard. So about four or 5 years into my professional career, I had gone and done some things that were pretty notable at that point in my life for the age I was at, so on and so forth. I had gone and crushed a ton of my goals, financially speaking, at least. And I was where I had dreamed of being, right, at a much younger age than I would have thought. So this is when I was 22 years old. I was 22 years old. I had gone and the year prior I'd made over $250,000, to give you an idea, over $250,000. And I had the strangest struggle. I was extremely unhappy. I would say unfulfilled is probably a better way of putting it. And I was like waking up stressed, and I was not enjoying myself nearly as much as I had in the past, at times where I had way less monetarily, right? Or even times where I was doing very similar to how I was doing, monetarily speaking, but I just mentally was not in a good place. And it really kind of like, that part of it is what really hit me. I was like, dude, what is going on? How am I not stoked? Like, this is what I've always wanted. Like, I'm doing things I've always dreamed about doing. I'm able to travel the world. I'm able to do what I want to do. And for about a year, I really just spent so much energy and focus on, like, I need to cultivate a life that's going to make me happy. Like, I need to go on these trips. I need to do these things. I need to go do even better at work. Like, I need to go make even more money. And I just kept going and going and going and going and going and going and looking at all of these things that I thought were going to go and bring so much fulfillment and so much happiness. Even things that had brought happiness in the past. And it was a really weird moment because it wasn't bringing happiness how it had in the past. But when I was 23 years old, I was at a Tony Robbins event, and they spoke on, or Tony was speaking on something that was incredibly relevant to me, and it hit me like a freight train. And it's since become one of my like biggest priorities in life, and I'm not perfect in it, and I still struggle with it all the time. But there's one quote that really kind of stood out that hit me like a freight train. Then I'll dive into kind of what it means to me and the importance of it in day-to-day life. And Tony Robbins was speaking, and he was talking about Robin Williams. He was talking about a few other notable names, but Robin Williams really stuck out to me. Robin Williams was the guy, right? He was the man. Everyone loves Robin Williams, right? And from the outside looking in, thinking about Robin Williams, he had absolutely everything someone could ask for. He had a career most people would dream of. He had a financial situation not many people ever achieve or even think to achieve. He had love and admiration from thousands, hundreds of thousands of people around him, and he lived an amazing lifestyle, right? And something about Robin Williams and all these other people he was speaking about, he asked, what do they all have in common? And it was a situation where they had all committed suicide. They'd all taken their own life. And that was like, whoa, like that kind of hit me, because I was at a point in my life where I was like trying to figure things out. Like, why am I not fulfilled? Why am I not happy? And that story really sat with me. And then as Tony Robbins continued to speak, he went on to a principle, and he said, all of these people, they were lacking fulfillment and joy and happiness, right? And one of the reasons and one of the things you need to make sure you do to ensure you can actually enjoy yourself and what you've worked so hard for in any situation It's a quote that stuck with me. He said, "Be where your feet are." And to me, that was like, holy crap. It made perfect sense right when he said, be where your feet are. And what that really means is you need to learn to be present. You need to learn to go and be where you are, not worry about where you want to be, where you could be, where you should be, or where you've been. Because if you're worrying about all those other things, you can't even enjoy what you have for what it is. So then I started to think about my life and I was like, damn, like I'm going on all these trips and I'm not even there to enjoy them. Like I'm not even there to be happy and enjoy what I've worked so freaking hard for. And I've got these amazing friendships and relationships, but I'm not present when they're speaking to me. So they're lacking a sense of depth. And I've got all of these achievements, but I'm not really there to appreciate what I've done. I'm more so worrying about what I should be doing, what I could be doing, or what I'm going to do next, even to the point that even those achievements are lacking fulfillment. And it was a really, really crazy eye-opening experience for me. And that caused me to go down the rabbit hole of like, okay, I need to go work on being present. So some things that I found that are like, you cannot not be present while doing them, because sometimes I'm like, okay, I'm present, but then my brain is still thinking about something else. Some things that are just absolutely amazing for this. Meditating is one of the hardest things for me on the planet. But as I practice it and get better at it, I can fully be present in a meditation, which I absolutely love. Tony Robbins Priming on YouTube. If you've never done that, I encourage you to do it. It's one of my favorite things ever. But really, if you're having a hard time being present in general, go sit your ass in a cold tub, right? Everyone posts about it on social media. Everyone's doing these cold baths. Everyone's doing this. Go sit your ass in a cold tub. You won't be able to think about anything other than how freaking cold the water is. And that's the beauty of it. That's the value of it. One of the many values. And that's the benefit. So go and sit in a cold tub. Go and sit in the sauna, right? Leave your phone somewhere and go on a walk. That's crazy. I do that occasionally, and that is mind-boggling how much I enjoy that, right? And then obviously going and exercising, being in the gym, but actually being in the gym, like doing something to the point that you want to die because you're not going to be able to be thinking about anything else. And that brings you back centered. That'll help you be present. That'll help you find peace. That'll help you find fulfillment. That'll help you find joy, right? Because most of you guys have a life that is so freaking awesome. Everybody does. Frankly, if you're alive, you are so lucky, right? And there is something you could find to enjoy and something you could cling on to make you happy if you're able to go and be present in the moment. So I would challenge everybody, go and realize when you're not present, realize when you're just listening to listen or when you're there to be there, and put your phone away and actually listen to the conversation and don't just wait to respond. And go be where your feet are. Go and be present. It's one of the most powerful, magical things in the world. So that's my few minutes for you guys today. And as always, I hope it's helpful. If there's anything you guys want me to talk about or touch on from my life, my story, I'm more than happy to. So reach out. But until next time, much love. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. As always, it was a blast for me. I hope you got something out of this. If you got something out of this video of value, share this with a friend, and please go show your love. We're on all streaming platforms, including YouTube, Spotify, and Apple. Any ratings, comments, likes, shares, they go a very long way, and they make it so I can keep doing these things for you, and I would appreciate it greatly. So please go share with a friend. Until next time.